Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is K-Shine and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. Your girl is back with another story time based on the title. You know exactly what I'm about to talk about. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at K-Shine with 3 E's. Dash, don't start already. I hope you guys enjoyed me giving you 2 story times last week. But anyways, without further ado, y'all, we're going to hop right into this video. Let's go. Alright, y'all, so boom, let's hop right into the video. I was getting a lot of comments like, what's going on with Tina, Emma, and Bully? Like, we've been waiting long enough. Like, what's going on, Bookie Bear? Like, you know, all that good stuff, right? So let me tell you. So basically, I kind of left off. I'm going to try to link the other story times about them 3 in the description box below. Also, make sure you guys check out my membership. I do got my membership back, so go ahead and click the link so you can join now. But yeah, so I basically left off where, you know, Emma found out basically like Tina was pregnant. Tina kept the baby. Emma ended up miscarrying, and Bully was being Bully, stupid and goofy and just doing whatever the hell he want, right? Right around the time when Emma first lost the baby, like I said, even though I didn't really care about this whole relationship between her and Bully, and I did feel like a lot of things she was doing was not making sense to me, at the end of the day, a loss is a loss, and I'm her friend, so I'm gonna be there for her. So I was always at her house. Like in the beginning, I would always be at her house in the beginning of our friendship, but when Bully started coming around, I kind of started dying down from going over there. I didn't go over there as much, but then once she had the miscarriage, I started coming back over there all the time because Bully, he already really didn't care, but as Tina was growing, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I feel like Bully started hanging out with Tina more because basically what I'm about to talk about is a story in itself. So I'm gonna just mention it briefly just so y'all can understand, but I'm gonna do a whole nother story time on that, right? It got to a point where Bully was always staying at Emma's house, and then Emma dad kind of like found out and said he couldn't come there no more and end up getting cameras and stuff like that. So if you see my hand moving, it's me pushing Dash away. So it seemed like he was upset because he realized he couldn't spend the night over at Emma's house as much as he used to. So when Tina ended up getting pregnant, I guess her mom, I can't speak for sure, y'all, because of course I don't really know what's going on with the parents, but I guess her mom basically kind of was just like, well, you know, that's on you and your baby daddy. Like, y'all need to figure out that situation. And you know, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but you know how when some parents, they teens to get pregnant and then they'll just let the baby daddy just damn near move in. Tina mom gave me those vibes. Now, of course, I don't know her, but based off what I was hearing from Tina, it's like Bully damn near moved in. So I feel like because Bully was able to start spending the night at Tina's house and not so much Emma's house, it pushed him to be more so around Tina. Now, in my mind, she felt like Bully was only going to be more so around Tina because she was pregnant. So that made Emma mad that she wasn't pregnant no more. When really, I think the real reason was just because he didn't care to be at home and he just wanted to be with whatever woman house he could spend the night at all the time. And since he couldn't spend the night at Emma's house no more, he like, well, Tina mama let me spend the night, so I'm gonna go over there with Tina. But in Emma's head, she like, oh my God, ever since basically like I had a miscarriage, Billy ain't really been around like that. So in her mind, she thinking like, you know, it's because of the baby, right? But whatever. So, you know, I keep trying to tell her, I keep trying to talk to her and let her know, like, you know, this is a blessing in disguise. I know I might hurt right now, you know. But, you know, just God doesn't make mistakes. So if this baby wasn't meant to be here, then, you know, maybe you wasn't ready to have a child. Like, you know, especially by this man. You know, I'm just trying to get her words of encouragement the best way I know how as a high schooler. So I'm trying to help her. But remember, we're in high school, so I really don't know everything either. But I'm doing the best I can, shit, you know. So we was having talks and stuff like that. So I'm telling her, like, y'all know what they say. The best way to get over a man is get under a new one. Now, I'm not telling her she needs to rush into anything, but she's one of those girls that, like, if she don't have nobody else, even like somebody to talk to, she gonna revert back and go back to her ex, right? So, anyways, like I said, the new year comes, or not the new year, but the new school year, and at this point, we're seniors now, mind you. Billy already graduated, or whatever, so he don't go to that school no more. But me and Emma are seniors now, and Tina is a sophomore, right? So, of course, she's pregnant in school. Like once summer passed and everything, and we go back to the beginning of school, she's still pregnant in school. Yeah, I can't really keep up with the months. Like if I could remember correctly, I'll try, but like I'm not just docking like, oh, she's 36 weeks pregnant. Like I can't keep up with what she was. All I know is by the time school had started in September, her belly was big, right? So at this point, I'm assuming she's around like 6, 7, 8 months. I know that's like 3 months, but like range, whatever time it's time for you to kind of have a baby shower, she was around that because her belly was definitely showing like she was big. So at this point, like when we got back to school, I did speak to Tina because like I ain't really seen her all summer. Well, I kind of did, but not for real. And this is like my first time actually seeing her with like a whole stomach, like a big stomach. So when we was passing, like when we went back to school, we was passing the hallways. She waved at me, so I did speak back. I did say hi back. I did speak or whatever. And she stopped me and whatever, and we was talking for a brief second, and she was asking me about my classes to see if we had any classes together. And I'm like, girl, we ain't gonna have no classes together because I didn't have like I told y'all my senior year I kind of like finished early and I didn't really have like no, we just didn't have no classes together. I barely was there senior year anyways, but in the beginning I was, but it was that second semester that they told me I was good. I was out. So we were just talking or whatever. But like I said, I think I said it in the last video. I'm not sure, but we had lunch together, me and Tina. But anyways, so we're gonna skip past all the beginning. Emma did end up seeing Tina belly. Of course, she's sick to her stomach. She very upset about it. Like in my mind, I felt like Emma was the type that like if she was given a chance to get pregnant again, she was gonna try to. She was gonna attempt to. But I'm not gonna lie, Billy was playing her to the left. Like Billy was all up on Tina more so than on Emma. Like, we had lunch together, whatever. I would see Tina every blue moon, whatever week. Sometimes she'd stop by my lunch table, talk to me, and keep it moving. Sometimes, or I worked the school store. Like I told you, we had like a school store in our lunchroom, and she'll come in there and talk to me for a minute. Like, it was no big deal. So, one time I was working at the school store. She came in there. She was talking to me, belly big and everything, okay? So Tina is pregnant and proud, okay? She wasn't trying to hide it, nothing. Because mind you, the beginning of the school year, it's still hot outside. So people are wearing, shorts and, short sleeves shirts. Like she wearing these like too small shirts that like the bottom of her belly is like sticking out and stuff like that. Like she was pregnant and proud. She was walking around not trying to hide her baby bump. Nothing. She did not care. She letting people rub it. She walking around with like fruit and like chips. Like she giving that very much pregnant person like pose. Sometimes you look at a pregnant person, they always got food or they always hungry. She giving off very much of those stereotypes as a pregnant woman. She like, oh, I'm starving. I want snacks. I'm thirsty. I'm chip. Like she giving off all that, whatever. So she would come into the school store and she would kind of like sit in there real quick and talk to me and stuff like that. So one day we was talking, so I was just like catching up. I'm like, yeah, I see you still pregnant. Like, how is that going? That's when she ended up telling me how like Billy been staying there, like Billy been there every step of the way, like they didn't got them a baby crib and he didn't build it and everything and all this other stuff. So that's when I'm like, wow, like y'all really up in here playing house, like y'all really getting into that. Which I mean, if y'all gonna have the baby, at least I am happy that Billy is stepping up and doing what he needs to do. Allegedly, like from what I hear, shoot, I don't know. Tina like, yes, girl, we are super excited. Like, I'm so happy. Like, my family just coming together. See, girl, I told you in Spanish class, like, everything was going to work out. Like, I know you wanted me to leave Billy alone, but, like, that's just my baby. So I was like, okay, girl. Like, if you happy, I love it. She was telling me, like, how she felt bad that, like, she heard that Emma had and miscarriage and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, okay, but you ain't got to be running your mouth about Emma's business, but whatever. So next thing you know, Tina whips out, like, a card from her book bag and she gives it to me. So, I open up the card. I'm like, oh, okay, what's this? And she like, well, I just wanted to invite you to my baby shower. Now, granted, at this point, like, I would say me and Tina is associates. Like, it's like I didn't want to call her my friend because we don't have each other number. It's not like we hang out outside of school. But you know, when you in school, you got certain people that you just talk to because y'all in the class together. So that's why I don't want to call her my friend. Like, I know she over here telling me all her business, and y'all, you probably thinking like, girl, you keep getting tea from her, but she not your friend. And it's like, she's not really my friend because we don't kick it. But when we're in school, like, we will talk if we got the same class or got the same lunch period. Like, or she see me in the hallway, we would wave at each other. So that's why I say we are acquaintances. But never did I think Tina was going to invite me to her baby shower, right? Like, I was just like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. I did take it because I had already took it anyways and I was looking at it. So, I'm like, oh, girl, okay, thank you. I'm like, I don't know. Like, that don't seem like a little weird. I'm like, really, Emma is like a good friend of mine. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't think she had probably really liked that if like I come to your baby shower. Not that I was really thinking about coming anyways, but I was just thinking like, I don't know about that. And Tina like, why? Like, why would she be mad? Like, she know me and you is cool. Like, you don't have really nothing to do anything. So I don't understand why you can't come. So I was like, well, I'm not saying I can't. I'm just saying it might be a little weird. It might be a little awkward. I'm like, I don't know. But thank you, girl. Like, if I'm going to come, I'm going to RSVP. Don't worry about it. Whatever. So cool. So I know little messy. Well, y'all call me messy. Y'all was saying I was being messy. And that's cool if y'all think that. I really don't give a fuck. It's high school. All of y'all, damn near everybody messy in high school. Not everybody, because I don't want y'all to comment, I wasn't messy in high school. Shut up. But you messy now, bitch. So I don't care. That happens or whatever. So after school, when I seen Emma, I did end up telling Emma, like, I was like, yeah, Tina invited me to her baby shower or whatever. Like, I just end up telling her because I didn't want her to find out, like, no other type of way. Bully, sometimes he'll be messy, and even though he been hanging out with Tina more, if Bully ever called Emma gonna answer the phone. So, like, it don't matter how long he been playing her, Emma gonna answer. So I just didn't want it to come up from anybody else that I done got invited or whatever besides her hearing it for me. So I just told her, like, yeah, girl, I'm just letting you know, like, Tina did invite me to the baby shower, but I'm like, I definitely don't think I'm gonna go. Not even off the strength of Emma, but just off the strength of, once again, me and Tina don't hang out outside of school. I don't have her number. We not none of that. Like, we just school friends, like, if that makes sense. So I really wasn't gonna go anyways, because it's just like, no, I ain't about to tell my mama, hey, I'm about to go get a baby shower gift to take to my sophomore friend that's pregnant. My mom gonna be looking like, girl, what kind of friends you got, but she not really that judgmental though, so really she probably wasn't. I don't know. But anyway, she just was gonna be happy it wasn't me. So really, I don't think she would have said that. But yes, I'm just like, well, I'm just telling you. So Emma just like,
Okay, like, that's cool. Like, let me see their invitation.
so me not thinking nothing of it. I'm just thinking she just asking, like, your friends say something or do something. You be like, oh girl, let me see, or let me see that, let me see what it look like or whatever. So I had just gave it to her, I showed it to her or whatever. So y'all know standard baby shower invitations, the names of the parents, where, when, what time, all that good stuff. The date, it had all that on there. So Emma was literally looking at it like she was flipping it over, looking front to back, like,
Okay, this is cute. Like, all right, like, that's cute or whatever. Okay, here you go, girl.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna go anyway. So like, it ain't no big deal. So Emma's like, oh, okay, cool. Mind you, at this point, the baby shower, like when I got my invitation, it was only like maybe 2 weeks away. Like it was coming up soon. I remember it was like real soon. So that's why I said she might have been like 7, 8 months pregnant, y'all. I honestly don't know. The timeline is a little bit fuzzy, y'all. I've been out of high school for 10 years. So, because my 10-year reunion is this year. So I've been out for 10 years. So sorry if some of this stuff could be like as far as time frames and actual specific dates and stuff. Sometimes, I'm not a fucking psychic. I can't remember everything. Even though a psychic kind of predict the future. Well, whatever. But, yes, I can't remember everything. But, so, I remember the baby shower was coming up, like, soon. A couple days went past or whatever. Nothing major was going on. It's been, like, a week, maybe a week and a half later. Ever since Billy and Emma kind of, like, died down, I started going back over Emma house frequently because, like, we would be in a pool. We'd just be chilling. And I'm, like, one of her closest friends. She didn't have a lot of friends or whatever. So, okay, whatever. So, one day, I'm sitting at Emma house. We literally just chilling. I mean, I vividly remember this part that because I was sitting on her floor polishing my toenails, y'all. Because when I got in her pool, because mind y'all, it's still the beginning of the school year, so it's still hot. So I would still go to her house like after school sometimes, or whatever, and get in her pool. So y'all know how like the bottom of the pool is like not pointy, but it's not smooth. It got like, it's like the concrete. Like I scraped my toe on there or something. Somewhere in the pool I scraped my toe and I scraped my polish off. Now this back in the day. So it wasn't no shellac and all of that good stuff. It was just regular polish, like gotta have your hands underneath the dryer letting them dry polish, okay? It wasn't this, oh, this is shellac, you can get up and go. So I scraped my toe or whatever and it took the polish off. So I went on and took the whole polish off the nail and I repolished it or whatever. So mind you, my toes was pink. So when I repolished it, I know y'all probably don't even care. Y'all like, girl, what are you talking about? But my toes was pink. So when I repolished my big toe that got scraped off pink, like she just had a pink, so it looked like the same. I put that on. That pink was like completely different from the other pink that was on my toes. So I remember I'm sitting there literally taking all the pink off my toes so I can redo it, the color polish that she got. I'm sitting on her floor, y'all. Now, mind you, at some point, yeah, Emma did get up. She went to go get us some water or some drinks and stuff like that. So, like, I never noticed, I guess, that, like, on one of her runs to the kitchen, she must have unlocked the door. Because while me and Emma is sitting in her room, guess who walked in? Not her dad, but Bully. Bully literally walks in, like, mind you, from the front door, walk in all the way to her room. So that means you must have just left your door unlocked and told this dude he could just walk up in your house. So I was already confused by that. Like, this nigga just walking in, like, he owned the place. Like, what? And he come in, and he just like,
Hey Kay, what's up? Like I ain't seen you in a minute.
and I'm like, yeah, because mind you, we don't see each other like that because he graduated. So I don't really see Bully unless like I see him with Emma, and him and Emma really ain't been hanging out. So I'm just like, damn. I'm like, no, not you just walking up in here like you own a place, like this your house. So he started laughing, whatever, and I'm just looking at Emma because it's been a minute. I can't tell you literally how many like weeks or months, but it's really been a minute since I seen Billy and Emma kind of like together, and I feel like she was just kind of getting over him and getting past him. So the fact that he was walking up in here, especially after Tina just gave me a baby shower invitation, I was a little bit confused. So I was just like looking like, okay, and I looked at Emma like, what he doing here? Like, what's going on? So she was like,
Oh, nothing. Like he just wanted to come and hang out with us. Like he just asked me, can you hang out? And I told him, yeah.
I'm like, okay, hang out and do what? So Billy like,
Dang Kay, like man, you cool as fuck. Like damn, why I can't hang out with you? What I do to you?
so I'm like, well, you ain't do nothing to me. I'm like, no, I was just saying like I haven't seen you over here in a minute. Like I thought y'all broke up and you was with Tina or whatever. So it caught me by surprise that you pulling up over here or whatever. So he just like,
Oh my god, it's not even that serious. Like she is pregnant, so I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. And you ain't gotta be bring her up. Listen, she told me she invited you to the baby shower. Shit, Emma, you could come too if you want.
so Emma's like,
No, I don't think I want to come to y'all baby shower, especially after I just lost mine.
so this dummy Bully like,
Oh, oh, right. I guess that would be kind of fucked up. Yeah, that did just happen.
laughing with it, and I'm just sitting here. Mind you, at this point, I know I didn't really learn to not be messy as far as telling Emma what Tina be saying or telling whatever that back and forth. But I've learned when it comes to Emma and Bully, like their little situation, I don't say much. So I was already looking like, and I just went back to polishing my toes, y'all, because my head itch because of her. Like, it's no talking to that girl about certain stuff. So like, you gotta fall out of love with him. You gotta get sick of that dude yourself. Like, I can't tell you nothing that'll help you get sick of him. Like, I've said enough. So I went back to polishing my toes because I'm like, I'm gonna let them dry. Once they dry, I'm gonna leave because it just was too much. And like, even though Bully was still technically cool to me because he haven't done nothing to me, I just didn't like the way he was moving. But then again, like I said, I was more upset or irritated with Emma than anybody else in this situation because at the end of the day, Emma, you my friend, and you just letting him play you all types of crazy ways. I'm not understanding. So, anyways, Bully's slow self. I guess that little like you could come to the baby shower or you did just lose your baby, whatever little joke or whatever you want to call it. I think that kind of irritated Emma. because it's the first time I actually see her get irritated. Okay, like for real, for real. So I think she really didn't like that comment. So she like,
You know what, Bully? Actually, you can go. Like, since you think it's funny or you think it's a joke to laugh about my miscarriage or to even invite me to you and your new girl baby shower, like, you can go.
so I'm sitting there like, oh, she kicking Bully out. So Bully like,
Girl, bye. You don't mean that. I ain't trying to hear that. You don't mean that.
mind you, why he's sitting down on the bed, because he really not taking her serious. So he really getting comfortable on the bed because he thinking like, you don't mean that, you just be saying anything, because y'all know most of the time she do. So she like,
No, no, no. I want you to get the fuck out of my house.
Emma, you better say that. So I'm just like, clap clap Emma. So Bully like,
Oh, wow. So you serious? Like you dead ass?
and Emma like,
Yeah, like, I want you to get the fuck out. Like, I'm dead ass.
and I'm like, damn, okay. So Bully like,
Girl, I don't give a fuck. I can just go to my bitch house. Ain't nobody worried about you.
so rude, so disrespectful, but he been like this the whole relationship, so it don't shock me. So he walking out, Emma following after him to like walk him out the door and lock the door. I'm still sitting down polishing my toes. So when Emma came back, I wasn't gonna say nothing. I wasn't about to even bring up the fact like, why was Bully here? Why this? Why that? It's no need. At this point, I realized it's no need to even do that with her because she gonna do whatever she want. So she come in the room, she sit down. I guess she was waiting for me to say something because she's so used to me saying something first about the situation. But when I didn't say anything, she like,
I'm about to make a call.
I'm like, oh, okay, like, who you about to call? Like, what you about to do? Y'all, do you know, she was on her phone for a minute or whatever. She on her phone, she ended up calling somebody. She on the phone just ringing, mind you. I'm not even really, I'm thinking like she about to call, I don't know, I really don't know. I don't know if she about to call Bully back or her, I don't know who the fuck she was really about to call. She get on the phone, she just, it's ringing, she sitting there, she like,
Hi, my name is Tina, and I would like to cancel my baby shower on August 28th because I'm having complications in my pregnancy, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel my baby shower.
y'all, she called the place, mind you. I didn't peep that, like, let's just say, when I gave her the baby shower invitation, when she was just looking at it, I didn't notice that she really looked at it and seen that it was gonna be at, like, let's just say the community center. Like, I'm just making up some stuff. Like let's say the baby shower invitation said like we'll be at the community center on August 28th at 3 to 6. Like, let's say it said that, right? Like, Tina and Bully presents Junior Community Center August 28th, da da da, right? So I didn't ever peep, mind you, because it's been like a week or so. So I didn't know she registered that in her head. Because I'm thinking when she looking at the flyer, the invitation, I'm thinking she really just looking like how it's like looking at how it's decorated, or just kind of looking at it. You'd be like, let me see her, okay, whatever. I'm not really think she looking like, okay, date, time, address. I wasn't paying attention to that, so that's my bad. That's my bad. She got that information from me. So she called them, said that her name was Tina, and tried to get the baby shower canceled, y'all. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? She called the community center as if she was Tina and said that event that she had on August 28th, she needs to cancel it. So while she's on the phone, I'm assuming they were like, you're not going to get your deposit back. Like, that's what I'm assuming, because she was like,
That's okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm well aware that I'm not going to get my deposit back. Like, I'm just looking out for the safety of my baby.
and then they must have said like, well, did you want to at least reschedule or something like that? Because Emma, aka pretending to be Tina right now, she's like,
No, I don't want to reschedule because, like, I think I'm going to have my baby early. So if I go ahead and have my baby, I'm not going to be up to have a baby shower anytime soon because I think I'm going to end up getting a C-section. So I just want to cancel it. You guys can keep the deposit. Thank you.
so she get off the phone or whatever. So in my mind, I'm like, did it work? Like, did they really just take her word for it and believe that she was Tina and about to cancel this girl baby shower? So I'm like, No, 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 y'all. Y'all ever been with y'all friend and y'all didn't want to witness something bad or hear something bad or see them do something bad? Like, you don't want to be a part of that because you be torn between being loyal and not saying something to your friend, and then feeling like this shit is wrong and I don't like this, but what do you do? That's how I felt, because me personally, just as a woman, if somebody was trying to sabotage my baby shower and got it canceled, and in my mind, I'm just thinking like, what if Tina and them come there on August 28th, bring all of this stuff, food, whatever, I don't know what they have, but I'm just assuming food, decorations, they go there and realize that they don't even have their spot available anymore. Like, that will crush any pregnant woman. So I was just sitting there like, Emma, no. I'm like, that is messed up. Like, I'm trying to tell her, like, that's not right. That is messed up. I'm not gonna lie. It was messing with me. And I don't care to hear what y'all would have done. And I would have just told Tina. I would have just did this. Well, y'all have to understand that, like, Tina's not my friend. I don't have no loyalty towards her. So if y'all one of those people, I would have just did the right thing. And okay, then when you get in a situation like this, boo, you do that. So don't try to tell me what I did right or wrong when I was in high school, when I was a teenager. Like, I don't know. See, this is how you learn your lessons, through your experiences. Like, I have to experience certain things. That way I can learn how to handle stuff better next time. So the things that I did, I can't always say I made the right decisions. I just did, all I knew how to do is to act and move with good intentions and to try to be a good person, and to know that anything that I do, as long as it comes from a pure place, that's all that I try to do in life. You know what I mean? So it might not always be the right or wrong thing, but like, I just try to do the best that I can. So, I'm not gonna lie, it was messing with me because I was torn between wanting to tell Tina, like, I know this girl ain't just cancel your stuff. That'll be really fucked up. But at the end of the day, this my friend, and I'm gonna stay loyal to my friend. Now, I know y'all be thinking like, yo, so you just gonna let your friend get away with everything? No. If my friend went to go freaking a school, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell on her. If my friend went to go kidnap a kid, yeah, I'm gonna tell on her. Stuff like that. But like, oh, she canceled somebody's baby shower, I'm not saying that's not bad, but like, certain stuff, it's a line that I draw when it comes to things that I would tell, quote unquote, on my best friend for. You get what I'm saying? Like, if she around here being a serial killer, then yeah, I might have to tell on her. But her canceling somebody's baby shower, that wasn't past the line of what I was. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking like, I'm not, mind you, at this day, on this day, I think it was like a Friday, because I remember like, I don't have Tina on nothing, so I couldn't call and tell Tina anything even if I wanted to, because I don't have her number. So, and I remember I haven't seen her for a minute, and then like I said, because this was senior year, I wasn't really in school. I didn't care for real. So I didn't see Tina all the time. And then on top of that, me and Tina ain't had classes no more together. Like, we just seen each other through passing for real. So if I come in late or whatever, sometimes I wouldn't even see Tina. So in my mind, I'm just thinking like, what am I gonna do? Like, should I say something? But wait, pause all that. To go back to after she got the call, I'm looking at Emma and I'm just trying to tell him, like, why would you do that? I'm like, you need to call that place back and tell them, like, no, you cannot do that. And Emma just like,
I don't care. They don't care nothing about me, so I don't care nothing about them. Bully think he can just walk all over me and I'm not gonna do nothing about it. You told me I need to stand up for myself, so I'm standing up for myself.
trying to use my advice back on me. I said, yeah, I told you you should stand up for yourself when it comes to leaving him, or, you know, protecting your peace and moving on and knowing your self-worth. I didn't tell you to stand up for yourself, meaning to sabotage somebody's whole baby shower. So why would you call them people and cancel it? Like, why would you do that? So I'm like, what did they say? Because I wanted to know if they really was just like, yeah, it's canceled, or if they was like, well, you got to come up here to cancel. Like, I didn't know really what they said. And I said, so what did they say? Emma was like,
They said okay. They said they're gonna cancel it and make the date back available to the public, and then I'm gonna lose my $250 deposit.
and I'm like, you saying it like it's really you, to my, I'm going to lose my 250 deposit, like it's really her. I said, oh, girl, you wrong. I said, God don't like ugly. Like, you is wrong for that. And Emma just like, it's like, Bully, him saying that little remark about the baby shower to her, it's like a switch went off. She went from like, oh, she on demon time right now for real, because she just kept like, I don't care, like, I don't give a fuck, like, that's the attitude she had. So I'm like, oh, girl, you gon'
Ooh, bitch, you gonna fucking get it.
you gon' fucking get get it. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. That's fucked up. So I'm just sitting there. So I'm sitting there letting my toes dry. And I'm just trying to tell her, like, girl, I know you bad. But I'm like, what if that was you? What if you went through with your pregnancy and you had a baby shower and somebody called and canceled it? How would you feel? So next thing you know, she trying to flip it on me. She like,
why would you even say some shit like that? Like, you very insensitive. Like, you know I just had a miscarriage, so why would you say if it was me, how would I feel? Like, when you know I'm not having no baby right now.
like trying to flip it. I said, I'm not trying to be insensitive to you losing the baby. I'm just telling you, like, what if that didn't happen and you had a baby shower and somebody was to cancel your baby shower? How would you feel? So she like,
No, like, that's insensitive fuck. Like, you acting like bully.
stuff. I said, I'm acting like bully. I said, girl, how am I acting like bully when I've been at your house every day after school, bringing you food, bringing us snacks, kicking it with you, chilling with you, swimming with you, everything, just so you don't feel alone, because I know you just had a miscarriage. I know your dad worked a lot, and I know me and Bully was like the closest things to you, and Bully been over there with Tina. So I've been trying to be like a super friend to you and stay over here even longer. I remember at least 2 days out that week, like I had called off work just so I could sit up here with her and do nothing, twiddle our thumbs and watch movies. But just because she would be sad sometimes and she would be crying, I'm calling off work just so I could sit up in your bed and watch movies with you. And you gonna tell me I'm acting insensitive like Bully just because I'm trying to put you in her shoes? Like, granted, I know when it's the other woman, you don't care. Like, you have all this hate towards her. I get that. But at some point, you still gotta be a woman first. You still gotta be a human being first. And you gotta, my thing is, you more mad at Tina than you are at Bully. And Bully is the one that's playing all of y'all. Not just Tina, not just Emma. He's playing all of y'all. And even though he over there shacking up with Tina, he probably still sleeping with the next person. Like, he had multiple girls. So I'm like, you more mad at Tina than you are at Bully. Like, you trying to get Bully and Tina baby shower canceled, but meanwhile you was letting Bully come over here, like you're still in contact with him, knowing that at this point he damn near moved into Tina's house. Well, I don't know how much of that Emma knew, but she knew enough because Billy started to pick Tina up from school and stuff like that. She pregnant. She not about to be walking home and all of that. So we would see his car after school a lot picking up Tina. So you kind of know that they be together at least every day, at least just for after school. Even if he not spending the night there, he be with her. He pick her up and he bring her to school. So that's where he at right now. So I'm just like, that's fucked up, whatever. So I'm not gonna lie, she was just pissing me off because we kind of like getting at each other a little bit because she trying to compare me to Bully and I'm trying to figure out on what level did I give, like, Bully, his nastiness level is about up here. How did I get on the same level as him just because I'm trying to make a comparison to get you to understand how wrong you is, and now you gonna compare me to Bully? So we started going back and forth, and I'm not gonna lie, I got mad. So I got up and I left because I'm like, girl, I gotta sit here and take this shit. Like, I'm trying to be a good friend to you, and you comparing me to a weird ass dude who don't treat women right. You gonna compare me to that? You got me fucked up. So anyways, I leave. So I'm like, okay, I don't care. Like, you want to be mad at me all of a sudden off of one little comment, but Bully get to drag you through the mud, step all over you, walk all over you, jump on your back, jump up. Like, he get to do any and everything to you, and you get him passes. But the one time I make a small little comment, you call yourself being mad at me and trying to go off. Girl, beat it. So I'm like, whatever. I left, and I'm like, I'm not gonna hit her up. I don't care. We ain't gotta talk to each other. If you want to be mad, you be mad, because I done had it up to here with you anyways, bitch. So I'm just like, whatever. So I leave. So days go on. Mind you, I'm not even thinking about telling Tina about the canceled baby shower because I'm too busy being mad at my friend. So because I'm mad at her, I don't want to think about her, Bully, Tina, a baby. I don't want to think about Tina Turner. I don't want to think about Emma Stone. I don't want to think about bullies. No, the bully. I don't want to think about nothing that start with their name or anything to do with their name. Nothing, y'all. I don't want to think about nothing because it just was too much. So I'm trying to push them all the way to the back of my mind, whatever, because now me and her ain't talking, quote unquote, because we mad at each other and stuff. So I'm like, I don't care. So I'm trying not to think about it. So it's been some time or whatever. So I end up seeing Tina one day. So mind you, I'm at my locker. I came in late. I'm literally in the hallway by myself. Like, I think it's just me and like one or two other people that's passing. But the bell had already rung, so everybody has already went in their class. So I'm coming in late, scrolling in. Like, I ain't got to worry in the world because I don't care about these classes. So I was at my locker for a minute. I'm cleaning my locker out and everything, y'all. I'm just doing shit, finding shit to do because I hated my first period. So I'm walking in. Well, I was at my locker. It's already late. So next thing you know, I see Tina. Tina come walking. Tina walking directly towards me. Mind you, she come all the way down from the end of the hallway, and she had flip flops on. And y'all know how you can hear people walking in flip flops? It just be like flipping, like it be flipping and flopping, son. But you know how the flip flops make that noise, like. I don't know. I can't make the noise. But you know how flip flops makes that noise. So I just hear the flip flops going crazy, like walking fast or whatever. But mind you, she way down there. So I peeped that it was Tina because she one of the only people in the school that got a big belly. So I knew it was her. So, I seen her, but I was waiting for her to get closer so I could say hi to her or whatever. But she walking on fast. So I'm looking up at her, just, going back to my locker, looking up because she coming from all the way down the hallway. So she coming. So I'm just waiting or whatever. So as soon as she get closer or whatever, I'm like, I was about to get up and be like, hey, Tina. She like, did your friend try to cancel my baby shower? So I said, what? Like, my first thing was just like, what? Because I was caught off guard, even though I knew what she was talking about. But I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what happened? She like, your little friend go get her ass beat. She thinks she's slick. The people didn't call me and said somebody tried to act like they was me and try to get my baby shower canceled. But they have my phone number and my email and everything on file. So whoever tried to call, they called me from the number that was on file, and they told me. So I was like, girl, I don't know nothing about that. Like, she like, your friend is the only one that would do something like this. Like, nobody else got it out for me. Like, I ain't got beef with nobody else. And I'm like, well, you sure it ain't none of the other people Billy be fucking with? And she like, Kay, no, Billy don't be messing with nobody else. He was just cheating on Emma when he was with her, but he don't cheat on me. Okay, sis. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, well, I don't know. Like, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So what? She like, you better tell your friend that if she don't want my sister to beat her ass, she better leave me, Billy, and my baby alone, and definitely my baby shower. And she like, make sure you let her know that the baby shower is still on with her dumb ass. She couldn't get it canceled. So I was just like, and Tina walked away from me. I was like, you know what? I need smoking a mirror. So I'm like, look, I ain't got time for this shit. Like, whatever. So in the back of my mind, though, I was happy that the baby shower didn't get canceled. Like, I'm glad the people looked up the name and called the number that was on file and to confirm it before they just really canceled it. So I was really happy about that. But I'm just sitting there thinking like, oh my God. But I'm like, me and Emma not even talking right now anyway. So I didn't care to tell her that her plan, her master manipulative plan didn't go through. So I didn't care to tell her. I'm like, well, it's a win-win. At least Tina it's not canceled no more. And Emma felt like she did her big one, but Tina's still having a baby shower. So I'm thinking like, whatever. I'm not in no rush to let her know that her plan failed. Like, I don't care because we still not talking, right? So mind you, some time go by. It's been some time or whatever. Me and Emma still not talking to each other. I know y'all thinking like, damn, y'all not talking off something so small. It's just the fact that I didn't like how she cut up on me. Like, I get everybody think like when they get into an argument, 9 times out of 10, everybody think that they are the ones right. Like, I understand that. But for me personally, I really just felt like I didn't do nothing wrong by like just comparing the situation and let her know. Like, sometimes people take months and months to plan their baby showers. They might have somebody cater it. They might bring out a chef. You never know. They be printing out games. It's so much that go into a baby shower. So I was just trying to get her to understand, like, for you to cancel it and it's like a week away. I felt like it was like less than a week away at this point. And for you to cancel it, quote unquote, because it did get canceled, but for you to think that you were going to cancel it, I was just trying to get you to understand that you're acting off your emotions right now. And no matter if you don't like this girl, this is not the way to go about it. And for me to try to explain something like that to you, to who's supposed to be my friend, and you compare me to this low life dog, no offense, Bully, but you a dog. So for you to compare me to him, like, I just really felt like that was fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? So no, I'm not about to hit you up first. I don't care if that's stubborn. I don't care what it is. I'm not doing it because you don't do that to me. So, whatever. Y'all about to be mad. Y'all about to mad because guess what? I'm about to stop it right here. I know you'll be mad about the cliffhangers, but the thing is, y'all, certain stories have so many layers to it that it's never gonna be a good place to end the story on because there's so much that's gonna be going on. I would have to sit here and talk for hours and hours before I get to a point where I can cut the story off. So sometimes I just have to cut it off myself, like, because it be weeks and weeks. Y'all gotta remember, I'm telling y'all a story time that took place within months, like months. This is months and months of like one big whole little thing. So like it's never a right time to say goodbye, but it's never gonna be a right time to cut the story off. So I know y'all gonna be mad about the cliffhangers, and some of y'all be a little bit too mad, and y'all be getting smart like, oh my god, not another cliffhanger. You get on my fucking nerves. Stop doing that, bitch. Unfollow me, because it's one thing to be like, oh man, a cliffhanger. Dang, all right, I'm gonna tune in next week, whatever. And it's another thing to really be mad because I left you off on a cliffhanger. Like, is it that serious? But if that show big is like, girl. So if y'all really gonna be mad, y'all could just unsubscribe and go on now. But I'm gonna stop it there, and y'all gonna have to tune in again to get the rest of the tea. But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, comment down below, and double check to make sure you are subscribed. But y'all already know. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.